Guess we'll spend the night right here in the factory. Oh, somebody just got sheared, I heard. Every Minecraft game I play, I build this factory first. It is like one of the quickest and easiest resources to set you up with. If you're on a multiplayer server, it quickly... Oh, okay. I got lots of light blue. Yeah, it quickly produces for you, and you can set up a shop if you have a shopping area in your multiplayer game. And all the recent SMPs that I've played in, I make a wool farm first. Of course, excuse me, sometimes you have other people that get the same smart idea and you end up with multiple wool farms, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So depending on what server is on, you can either put your opponents out of business by undercharging them, or you can both agree to sell your wool for the same price, which is what we did on the last multiplayer server I was on, which is the Greenhouse SMP. Last time we built this little temporary dripstone farm over here because I found dripstone online as I was playing. Now, so far, nothing has happened, and I haven't seen any water dripping, which caused me to think that this might not work for some reason. But since then, I've done some reading, and it turns out it's just a really slow farm, because these are all water sources. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be dripping down, and maybe they might need a dripstone underneath, a pointed dripstone, stalactite, if you will. So I've got 2 of them, but it's just taking a long time. Check out our bamboo farm. The problem is I've been working away from the base, really. Excuse me. And so these farms have not been as productive as they could have been. Okay, let's pop over here. I just emptied the iron farm of iron. So I think the first thing to do, another wandering villager, not a wandering trader, just a wandering villager. What are you doing out? There are still a lot of poppies in this farm. I'm going to go ahead and take some of them out, clear up a little room. I have in mind turning this into something better looking eventually. Poppies, of course, you can make red wool with, or you can red dye, I should say. Yeesh. So everything's not producing except for watermelons. I've got like a bazillion tons of watermelons. I need to build a crafting system there. I don't know if I want to do that on camera or not. I'm generally not very good with redstone. There's a lot of trial and error going on with that. And we are overflowing with bread, that's for sure. I know what we're going to do. First, we're going to drop these into here, which is one out of a couple of bone meal farms. Then we're going to get a bunch of bread, just all the bread we can carry. Because villagers love bread. We know that from the movie. The words of Jack Black, nothing they like better than munching on a loaf. So we're going to fly over to our medieval area of Glenbuck, to this tall industrial building here, which is in fact, which is in fact a villager breeder. So walk down here and we're just going to throw all this bread in here. You guys just go wild. Have a party. I think that's probably more than enough. Oh, they're still putting it in their inventory, so. There we go, now they're filled up. So I'll take the rest outside and give it to the villagers who are walking around. You see down here is our little farming area with our farmers. We've got a few extra guys hanging out there. This building here is full of smiths, and we have a lot of unemployed workers just lying around. Some shopkeepers here. Want some bread? Have some bread. You'd like some bread. There you go. You two look like you would like some bread. And some bread for you guys. Bread for you guys. There you go. I'll keep a stack for me. And we got a couple of guys. Oh, just one guy in here. So these guys haven't been traded up or anything, I don't think at all. Nope, not at all. All right. No train in the station. Hello, Wells. So we'll just fly right back over where we were. And what I haven't done in a long time is feed the animals in the animal compactor. Let's see. So we'll take some beets and some wheat. Take a little wheat. Actually, we should take all this wheat because the wheat is needed for making packed mud bricks, and get rid of these seeds as well. All right, I think tomorrow we will go and start start digging out, start pillaging, if you will, a trial chamber. Okay, over here is where we've got our animals compacted. Going back to a time when I didn't have an unlimited supply of bread. Oh, you guys eat wheat, right? Or no? I've forgotten what cows eat. Okay. Pigs, I know they'll eat anything. Feed them with beetroot. And they're dying from being compacted. See, oh, there are some particles. All right. Options, video settings. Particles. I have all the particles turned on, so I should be seeing particles, right? See-through particles. Particles. There we are. All. Okay. Apply. Done. Done. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Now we got that thing that they just added where you get close to the animals and they start getting transparent. Not just animals, but a variety of blocks. Can I eat this? Yeah. Oh, I hate beets. I hate them in real life, and I hate them in Minecraft. Wants chicken, don't need to add anything there. Okay. Now, let me look at that dripstone and see if I see any water dripping off. Yeah, there we go. And off of these too. So not just the ones with the pointies on them. All right. So I'm going to throw these beets in here. And I think I will throw the wheat in here and use it later for mud bricks. Hello, Mumbo. Now, where did I put all those? There. Okay. All right. Sun's down. Can I see the stars? Yeah, I see stars. Wow, okay. So if this is your first time watching me, welcome. As I said, my name is History Wes. I am a grandpa and I play Minecraft. I've been playing, what, about 8 years now? Try to play every day. You know, I didn't even notice that big hole there, at least recently. Anyway, playing about 8 years, and I started this Minecraft world 3 years ago and then forgot about it. Not much here. But I came back to it when I wanted to build a forever world rather than starting another new one, because I've started many Minecraft worlds and abandoned them, although I still have them all. They're still all on my hard drive and backups. But I decided I would come back to this world, and since then I've been playing on this every week because I have made this my world that I stream on to keep myself motivated to play on it. And so far it's working out really good. As I say, I hadn't played on here since last week. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have today if I didn't have a stream scheduled, so that's it. I stream Saturdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Time to 7 p.m. Pacific Time, and hope to for the foreseeable future. And that is strictly a means of keeping myself motivated to play. So we have dug down. This is our new mine. It's going to be a working mine. That's why I have all those minecart tracks. It'll eventually have 3 minecart rows going up here. And I'm going to fix it up so it looks like a mine. Hole, okay. So I did about 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anyway, I said it before, I'm a grandpa. I'm retired and loving it. I saw somebody that I used to work with recently at the theater. That sounds very fancy. I went and saw my wife, took my wife to see Monty Python's Spamalot, which was a lot of fun. And I met somebody that I used to work with, and she asked me how I was doing, and I honestly answered, great. Being retired is the best. Anybody who tells you different just doesn't know what they're talking about. I see these old guys sometimes that talk about how they don't have enough to do. And once they're retired, they just sit around doing nothing. I have too many things to do, especially playing Minecraft. I've been reading, I've been writing. I have so much to do that I'm way behind in my YouTube video watching. So there you go. I have like a watch later that goes on forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 12 is probably enough, and then we'll just go a little bit further and then start going down again. Like so. And immediately we find another hole. When I get down there, I will probably explore it. But for right now, just blocking up the side passages. That area I already explored last time. So yeah, going to the theater too. Although I seldom actually go to the theater. I much prefer watching stuff in my living room without having to have other people sit around me. But that's okay. Spamalot was great. If you like Monty Python, it's a musical version of Monty Python and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Which is extremely funny, although not actually my favorite Monty Python movie, but that's a matter for debate among Monty Python scholars. My personal favorite is Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. Anyway, Minecraft is a very, I really enjoy mining. A lot of people I know like caving. I'm not that fond of caving. It's a little scarier than mining is. But I do like digging out a mine. Anytime creepers don't drop on your head, it's always good. So it's almost time for the final new drop to come out with the baby mobs. I gave my opinion last time that I thought some of them were okay, but most of them I actually thought were a step down, especially the humanoid mobs. I thought the ones in Java, which I'm playing, the babies, like the baby villagers, definitely needed work, but I thought the ones on Bedrock, baby villagers, actually, oh, look at that, way down there, actually looked better than the ones that they just came out with. So, and there's a lot of talk about changing the enchanting system. We shall see what happens. I'm one of those people that has still not had a chance to play Hytale because I'm playing on an old Macintosh computer and I'm looking to upgrade it, and which case I will be playing Hytale. I don't anticipate that it's going to replace Minecraft in my life, but I imagine that it will be an addition. I mean, there are plenty of games that I like to play. I just finished a marathon session of Civilization 6, which is not a new game. It's been out for a while. Civilization 7 is out, but I only got 5 torches. There's a lot of caves around here. Alright, looks like I need more torches. A lot of zombies, I hear. So my idea for this world is I'm going to divide it up. Each of the kind of naturally forming land masses is going to be a different area that I build in with a different style of build in each one. So far we have our base area, and then we have an extension base in the desert and mesa where we can go to for supplies. And then we have, we're working on, I should say, our medieval town. Where we are now is going to be a 1910s city, 1910s, 1920s. And then we have a beetle themed area called Pepperland. I have plans for many, many more, but I want to get some of them done. I'm going to have to get busier with being on the game, I guess, right? I better have a few of those. Okay. Back into the depths. So I've been reading a lot of fantasy novels, which have always been a popular genre for me. And I kind of just accidentally got into this series of books called, this genre called Lit RPG, which use role-playing game stats as part of the kind of world in which the story is set. And as a former that's a big hole. Okay. As a former player of D&D and other role-playing games, paper role-playing games, more spiders and a creeper. I don't have any arrows either, which is kind of dumb. There's another creeper around the corner. So, as a former player of paper role-playing games, what are you? I just saw something down here. Zombie? Yeah. Anyway, I can follow these lit RPG games fairly easily, but I do find that I tend to skip over the parts with the role-playing game stats in them. Can end up getting lost in here. Anyway, some of them have been very good, some of these stories. I like most any fantasy story as long as the writing is good and the story makes sense. I was just fondly thinking back to my early days reading Conan the Barbarian. And because I had just watched a documentary about the Neolithic period, and that's really when the Conan stories are set. I thought that would be really fun to write a story set in that time period. And I thought, you really can't do it any better than Robert E. Howard. In the time between the fall of Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Aryus, there was an age undreamed. I'm actually probably messing that up, but well, way down there. What a drop. Okay. And that over there. Yeah, a lot of mobs down there. So, anyway, I'd like to see a new Conan movie. That would be great. I love the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conans, the first one especially. He could still do a King Conan movie. He still looks good. And I liked the Jason Momoa Conan movie. I don't think that got enough love. But okay. It's over here. Is there anything? Nothing to anchor. Unless you drop down into that hole, which I really don't want to do right now. over here. Ooh, deep dark. Interesting. How deep am I exactly? I'm at negative 19. Not that low. Okay. Go a little further. Let's see what we've got to work with. Okay, actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We just go 4. And there's really no reason to do all this. It's just that kind of like the way I do mining. Okay, but if we go down 1, can't quite do that either. All right. I guess I find it harder to dig and talk than I thought I did. Whoa. Should have started at the top, or at the bottom, rather. Okay. Slowly making our way down. Let's. Oh, okay, that's fine. We've hit solid rock. Got past that big hole. But eventually we're going to get down there where that deep dark is. All right. So, what do you like to do with mining? Do you have a system? Do you do mining? There's really not that much of a need for it, I guess. When I was digging out my storage area, I got more than enough building supplies. But you do end up, if you do this type of branch mining, you do end up with plenty of materials, which is a big plus. Consider, I haven't really come across that many valuable resources as I've been digging this straight down. But once I start doing the actual mining, I will, of course, but I'm surprised I haven't hit more. And honestly, it's not like I need more deep slate anyway. I wish our stonemason villagers would buy deep slate as well as stone. That would be handy. Or maybe you could just like upgrade them to buy deep slate. I hear all these guys talking about their lack of progression in Minecraft. I really don't think there's supposed to be progression. I mean, I don't think that's what the game is about. But you could add some without changing the game too much by just giving another level to most of the interactions we have. The traders, the wandering traders, the villagers, and their workstations, enchanting. Like to bring up Hightail again. Like they have all of the crafting tables in Hightail. Speaking of valuable materials, there you go, some iron. Oh, took quite a bit without lighting. So I'm streaming while my wife is cleaning the refrigerator. Two equally important jobs, right? I can hear her clinking away. We have the worst refrigerator. I hate it. I've hated it since the day we bought it. Oh, there you are, Creeper. Our refrigerator is small, and it's the wrong height for me to find stuff in it. I'm a tall man. And everybody in my family wants to keep everything we own, even if it's stuff that goes bad. That's not the refrigerator's fault, but it's adding to the problem. So, whoa, you came from way up there. I'm surprised you didn't die in the fall. And I'm lost. Oh, okay. It was to the side. There we go. After I'm done playing on streaming, I'm going to go watch Survivor from last week. Still a Survivor fan. Honestly, there aren't that many current shows that I still care enough about to watch. But that's one of them. They just started the new season. To one of their one of those all-star seasons. So you can see all your old favorites. Okay, torch it up. Okay, we're almost ready to leave here and go back to the base. But also my back is hurting me. There's so many things about getting old that are bugging me. If I sit in one spot, it doesn't matter how comfortable the chair is, I get a backache. And now I'm getting floaters in my eyes, little black spots. So I went to the eye doctor, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's what happens." I'm like, "Well, what do you do about it?" "Nothing. Your eye will compensate eventually." He has a lot more confidence in my eye than I do, actually. But as this isn't the first one, I guess he's right. Doesn't seem fair. Anyway, while I'm playing Minecraft, I don't notice it. I barely see it, come to think of it. One more reason to play Minecraft when you get old. Okay, let's shoot up to the surface. See what time of day we got. So I will be back on tomorrow at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to go over to the trial chamber, assuming I can find it again, assuming I can remember what it's called. I did mark it. I found it like months ago and didn't go in it, or went down to it just far enough to put in some scaffolding back up to the surface. I found it using chunk base, which some people might consider cheating, but I say just one more tool you can use if you want to. Minecraft is your game, play it any way you like. And I will happily admit I use chunk base all the time. Sometimes it even works. With the way they've changed the generation of Minecraft worlds over the years, sometimes you'll look for something and think you found it when you haven't, because the terrain has changed. And then sometimes in the same world you'll find it somewhere else. Which is to say, I looked for trial chambers close to my base, and there was one marked on chunk base, but I went to it and it wasn't there. So I looked for one further away and it was there. Little baby dripstones, not yet. Okay, this is stuff we're dropping down into the auto storage system for those things we already have chests for, which are those. And the things we don't have chests for yet, I will temporarily stick in here. These things keep looking like creepers to me. I need to raise some bees. That's something else to do, is find some beehives and harvest them with the bees in them. Set up a honey slash honeycomb farm, which we will do over in our whimsical Beatles themed area, Pepperland, because I want to build a giant bee above it, and I think that'll be a very whimsical looking thing, just perfect for the more psychedelic end of Pepperland. Hello, Mumbo. So Saturday and Sunday, 6 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. My name is History Wes. That's also the name of my YouTube channel. I do have some videos in addition to my streams. None of them very recent, but feel free to stop by and look. I'd like to thank those of you who stuck by me as I was digging the tunnel to my mind today. And if you left a comment or a like on the video, I really appreciate it. And special thanks to any of you who subscribe to my channel. But even if you don't, I appreciate you just stopping by. Oh, the cat's outside.